What's going on, guys? It's David here. Welcome to another Devotional Saturday. Well, as you see, this tree behind me reminds me of the devotional from last week about building on, you got the wise and foolish builders building on the rock or on the sand with foundation, and clearly this foundation was not that strong. Obviously, it was probably rotten, this tree. But it fell down. I'm not sure if you heard, but Cleveland had a tornado go through areas. It was miles away from us, but some areas got hit really bad. So if you look it up, just look up the Cleveland tornado, and you'll see videos and pictures of just down power lines all over the place on people's houses, trees everywhere. There's a tree right up the street from me, blocking most of the road. It's like a huge oak tree. It's huge. It's a lot of trees, but that reminded me of that from last week's devotional. So if you didn't see it, go check it out, about building on our solid ground, solid foundation rather than rotten. Because, if we're on the sand and we start to rot, this is what's going to happen to us. But today's devotional is brought to you by Scripture. We're going to go to Esther in the Old Testament. I love this story. This is a great one. Background, basically, we're going to get up to Mordecai. There's this Jew. This one guy, Hamas, does not like him. He's good friends with the king. And he plots this thing to have all the Jews killed, pretty much. So he goes to Esther, who is his cousin, and had her, he sent out this letter to go have her go to the king and say, hey, there's this plot by this man that you got to put a stop to it. Well, then she wrote back to him, and here's what she said. It says, all the king's officials and the people of the royal provinces know that for any man or woman who approaches the king in the inner court without being summoned, the king has but one law, that he be put to death. The only exception to this is for the king to extend the golden scepter to him and spare his life. But 30 days have passed since I have been called to go to the king. When Esther's words were reported to Mordecai, he sent back this answer. Do not think that because you are in the king's house, you alone of all the Jews will escape. For if you remain silent at this time, relief and deliverance for the Jews will arise from another place, but you and your father's family will perish. And who knows, but that you have come to a royal position for such a time as this. Then Esther sent this reply to Mordecai. Go, gather together all the Jews who are in Susa and fast for me. Do not eat or drink for 3 days, night or day. I and my maids will fast as you do. When this is done, I will go to the king, even though it is against the law. And if I perish, I perish. And you think about that, like, she was nervous. She's like, hey, if I go there, he doesn't do the scepter. And she was the queen, okay? She was the queen. But if I go and he doesn't put out that scepter, then it's death. So that's why she says, hey, if I perish, I perish. And she had the boldness to go do it. She was scared. She wrote to Mordecai. Mordecai basically encouraged her and says, hey, we're all going to perish. So if you don't do this, we're almost guaranteed to perish. So she took it upon herself, okay, I will go do it. If I perish, I perish. And that's what we need to do when we're in this world. We are here for such a short time that we have to understand, like Jesus tells us, he says, don't worry about those who can kill the body, but fear him who can kill the body and throw the soul in hell. So let's fear the Lord and not man, what they can do to us. Okay, let's get out there. Let's preach the word to the lost. Let's share Jesus with the lost. We will be attacked with words. We might be attacked physically. We'll be attacked mentally. But let's get out there. Let's be bold for our faith, because people are perishing, and I don't want anyone to perish. So let that be your prayer this week, and think about Esther and go read Esther. It's a short book. It's really good, really powerful. And let's be bold like Esther to go there no matter what's going to happen, whether that scepter's put out or not. We're going to go do what we've been called to do. Okay, guys? So that's what I want you guys to think about as you go about your week. Again, think about last week with the foundation. Build your foundation on the solid rock, which is Jesus, and then get out there and be bold with your faith no matter what's going to happen, because don't worry about man, okay? Fear him. All right? So that's what I got for you guys this time. Till next time, I love ya. Peace. I'm out.